Coach, what did you get from a lot of your young guys? A lot of good experience. Some guys played 4 quarters last week against the Cowboys. For the first initial test against an actual live game setting, what was your initial takeaway from how your unit played?
Yeah, they did well. The biggest thing is the speed of the game. Obviously, these guys are out here flying around in practice and all that stuff, but you can't replicate that intensity, that speed, and really even for the guys that make the team, when they get to the regular season, it's going to be even faster. And so, but just kind of getting the feel for the NFL, the speed, the in-game action, and going through that. So.
PJ Locke is a guy that's he's been around for a while, kind of on the back end of the roster, but just has made a lot of plays in this camp and in the preseason. What's just been your impression of what it is that he's kind of really locked in with?
Well, he's really worked at playing in the deep part of the field and playing the deep half and the deep middle and all that stuff, and he's done a really good job. And he's definitely a trusted agent now.
Coach, we've seen this personality on this defense really flourish. Even Justin's talking more. I mean, how do you balance letting that personality come out with being a disciplined unit? Because we haven't seen this type of personality from this defense, frankly, since maybe 15 or 16.
Yeah, we want the guys to be themselves. We want them to play with energy and play with passion because that's what this game takes. And, obviously we're always going to preach we can't do things to hurt the team, so that's always going to be first and foremost in terms of the penalties. But, yeah, we want these guys to play with passion and be excited to go out there and do good things.
What allowed your defense to have so much success in the red zone today, and how can that carry over into the season?
Well, tight areas, everything happens fast. You just got to be ready to anticipate. You got to be ready to play fast. You got to be on the details with your stuff, and so that's kind of what we stress.
All your years in LA, I guess Sean was kind of at the forefront of sitting starters in the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine you didn't have a hard time with Coach Hackett wanting to use that same
Nope,
philosophy.
I'm all good with that.
And then Buffalo, I guess, is going to play a lot of their starters. So
Mm-hmm.
what kind of opportunity is that for your second and third unit guys to get to go against some of the
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for them to play against the best. Josh Allen and some of those starting receivers and linemen, and so they should all relish that opportunity.
Working back in slowly, obviously. I imagine you've been waiting to get him out on the field. What sorts of things can you do with him when he needs you?
Well, he's going through all of individual. He's getting to walkthroughs, and obviously he's been doing all the classroom stuff. So he's getting a lot of good work and kind of working his way back in.
You mentioned earlier in the offseason about how good it was for you to have two really smart safeties that you got to start this scheme with. When you first got here, what were kind of conversations like with them about, and obviously Kareem signed later, but about just kind of how you were going to help teach the group and what part they were going to play in that?
Yeah, there's so much communication now, especially in this defense, and we really rely on that position and the inside linebackers to drive the bus on the communication. And all the conversations been about how integral, of a role that they play, and how this defense is really going to go as they go. And in order for us to do more, they've got to be able to do more, and because they got to spit it out, they got to communicate, they got to make sure everybody's on the same page, and so.
Who stepped up with Jonas being out this past week?
Really everybody. Justin got in there and played a lot, and B. Wade got in there. Obviously, Alex has played a lot and has been doing good things. So we've had a lot of guys stepping up, and excited to see what Joe Schobert does.
Yeah, when you add somebody like Joe Schobert, who's led the NFL in tackles and racked up all these 100 tackles, it's kind of crazy. He's just hanging out at home, and it happens to be 20 minutes from the field.
Yeah, he just showed up the other day and is already into the playbook, and it's kind of crazy. He showed up at 9 or 6 in the morning, and by 10 o'clock he's practicing. So it's just kind of a credit to him.
Last week, we got to see Baron Browning make some really fantastic plays. We see his potential there. What were your takeaways from him, just kind of seeing maybe how you can use him this season, whether it be the first team or second team defense?
Yeah, he's done a good job. He's really working on his craft, and I don't think we look at it in terms of, hey, this guy's a starter or this guy's a starter, or we only have two outside backers. I think we just have to have a vision for our defense that the guys that can help us, and we use their skill sets and their special tools any way we can.
Was there a point where you evolved in wanting, like seeing starters play and then not playing at all in preseason, where you realized it can be done a different way? Was it through LA with Sean, or how did you evolve with that too?
Yes, I definitely did. Obviously I'm a team guy, and whatever the boss says I'm going to do. But I do think there's a lot of guys that have experience that don't really need to get ready for a game, and they know what they need to do in terms of practice and stuff like that to get ready to play that first game. And if a guy's proven that he could do that, then there's no point of risking injury in preseason. So.
Dallas had one play of more than 20 yards. There haven't been a ton of deep passes that you guys have allowed out here.
Yeah.
Is that a schematic emphasis? Is that the personnel? Could you maybe explain
Yeah, it's both. We truly believe that if we don't allow big plays, that we're going to have a lot of success, and that translates into really good defense. And so that's what we strive to do. And the players buy in, and at the end of the day, they have to go execute, and they've done a great job with that.
I think last time we talked to you, you hadn't gotten your Super Bowl ring yet. Have the Rams sent it yet?
I have got my ring,
And do you have it in the meeting room just to kind of show guys?
I'm not going to tell you where it is because that's a secret. So.
I don't know if you want to show them so they can see what's possible.
Well, I kind of lost my steam on that because they already saw Dwayne Stukes and Marcus Dixon, so they were over it. They want their own now. So. All right, thanks, guys.